Hey guys, how we doing? Kind of a before and after, ain't it? It's like the odd couple. Shiny and dull. Well, this is what I was attempting to try to get done today. I've been getting some water spots on the roof upstairs. And you guys can see it, but I got the old big loser tarp on the roof telling people going down the street that I waited too long to do my roof. So, I was waiting for cooler weather, and today is cooler weather. It's about 73 degrees, and I borrowed a friend's lift. It's all set up, ready to go, and all the shingles are over there. But, Mama came home, and her car was noisy. Last week she came home, the tailpipe was rattling around. And I welded the tailpipe back to the muffler. I really didn't want to put much more money into her 4Runner. I believe she's got around 260,000 miles on it, and it's just, you know, it's getting there. But again, she came home and it broke in a different spot, so we went and got a new tailpipe and a muffler and all the hardware that goes with it. But it gets better than that. I know I was having an issue. And I figured I'd take it for a little looky-loo. You can kind of see for yourself. Let's pop the light on. So, that's where it's failing now. You can see that she's getting ready to break in half. And somewhere back here, about there, is where I goobered it up just to put it back together. I was trying to hope for, you know, get it through one more winter and get something next spring, because I knew this is what was going on. That's my frame, and you could just reach right inside there, pull out chunks and pieces. And apparently I looked it up on a Toyota forum. Seems to be a common problem, but there's no recall on the 4Runners like there was on the trucks. Let's see, there you go. And it pretty much looks like this piece right here is the piece that kind of blows out. The rest of it seems pretty stout. The regular C channel seems good, but it seems like this is the section that blows out. So while I have the exhaust off, you can see it kind of runs all the way down to about here. So I figure while I have the exhaust off, I'm going to go through and try to clean that up and probably put a piece of angle and then drop down with a piece of plate and try to weld that back up and make it so it's a little bit more stout. I don't think it's dangerous in the way where it's going to fall in half, because if you look at the actual pickup trucks, they're not even a boxed frame. They just have the C frame without this piece. And the rest of it seems pretty good. All the rest of it's pretty stout. But it is what it is. Both sides are doing it, but you have to drop the gas tank on the other side to kind of access that. But I am going to have the exhaust off, so I figure while the muffler's out of the way, I might as well try to attempt to make it a little bit better. So we'll see how that goes. That's what's going on with this. It's been one of those weeks. My well pump shit the bed earlier last week, and I was going to go up and do the roof. Something's trying to keep me off the roof, I think. So I had to go put a new pump in. And that cured that. And it's a deep well pump, but our pump is at least inside the house, so I didn't have to, yank up 120 feet of hose and change the pump on the end of it. I was able to do that in the basement. Went to 2 VW shows this week. I took first place on Saturday at one of the shows for in its class for split window bus, and then nothing on the second one. That's the way it goes. But while I was at one of the shows, they have like a swap meet area. I found this thing. Check it out. It's old 2-cycle It says Power Products on it, and then on the inside it says, I believe it says Morse. I don't remember the name of it. I think it started with an F, and Type 47. I looked it up. It's I think it started in 47 to 53 is the years that they made this motor. It's probably about 1 or 2 horsepower, 2-stroke. It's a nice tight little package. Got good compression. I can't flip it over. Got a nice little flange I could build exhaust off of. I don't think it was for using for a washing machine or anything like that, because it doesn't have a kick pedal or anything to start it. It just has a rope that you wrap around it. It's not like one of those Maytags. But I grabbed it just because I like the shape and the size of it and how skinny it is. It might make for a good bicycle build. So it was cheap enough to go bring home with me. What you do is just wrap a rope around and give her a yank, and that's how she starts up. And it looks actually in pretty good shape, other than the fact that someone sprayed a bunch of silver paint on it. So he said it did run, and it looks pretty complete. So that's what's happening there. And you notice my garage looks a little different. I got a little bit more room in here. I had to go dig out all those shingles for the roof. I had like 17 bundles of shingles to go haul up there. But if you know anything missing from that back wall, there was over here, there was a wheel balancer with the big black cover on it, and behind that was a tire machine, and then the lathe was sticking out here. So while I cleaned out the little garage from the shingles, I rearranged it and I got rid of the tire machine and the wheel balancer. They only get used about 4 times a year, so I didn't want to take up prime space. I know it's dark in here, and if you guys remember, I picked up that pellet stove, and I want to put that pellet stove next to the wood stove. So I didn't go crazy with trying to organize anything in here, but it did free up a bunch of floor space in front of the lift. When I was doing that transmission on the Jeep, I basically had about 3 inches between the front of it to try to squeeze around, and that was a big pain in the ass, literally. So that got moved out of here, and you guys want to take a walk with me? We'll take there's the cover. I actually ended up taking the cover right off. I'm going to make a bar for it because it just takes up too much room for what it does. And I'll wear safety glasses when I'm doing the tires if it spits a rock at me. But that tire machine really doesn't spin all that fast. Probably spins at a tire at about 15-20 miles an hour. So when I took the shingles out of here, I took the time to clean this garage up, kind of, sort of, and make some room. Flip some lights on. And so what we got is this car runs and drives. I could drive this car out of here, but in the front of it, I ended up putting the tire machine right here, and then the wheel balancer is right over there. And I should have 2 lights that come on when I flip the right switch. There we go. Whoops. And we got tunes out here too. So probably in the wintertime, I'll actually probably kick this car over another, 8-10 inches to the side, and I won't have to move anything. I could actually just operate from this area right here. Both machines, the tire machine and the wheel balancer. Give me some room to work and kind of organize this area. So I got a pathway going through. This garage is more storage than anything, So that should work out for me quite well. Again, I just have to make a bar that comes off of that post in the back, because that's how you turn it on and off. You would flip the cover up and you let it down, and it automatically spins. So I got to make some kind of weighted bar to go on there to go do that. And it just runs on 110 power. We have that, and the tire machine just needs an air hose. And behind this wall is the other garage not far away. And that little hole in the wall right there is where we're going to go stuff the air hose in when we need to go do something with tires. And I also took my woodworking machines, put them in front of the car. I don't do much with that, but again, when I need it, I could just go pull the car out. And I had a little space in between, so I stuffed that 36 horse motor down in there that came out of the single cab. So that is what is going on in my neck of the woods. I'm hoping to get up there and get that roof done again when it's cooler weather. Tomorrow's supposed to be cooler also. So hopefully I get Mama's car together not have to worry about that for a little bit, and get up on the roof. A friend called me, he's a painter, and he said he's working on a house, and that guy had some old machines behind his house, and told me there's a little tractor there for free, so I went and I grabbed this little Murray. Put the jumper pack to the motor. The motor seemed to spin okay, and it had compression, and the tires seemed to be holding air. So we will see if we can resurrect this thing. You know, it's not much of a tractor, but if you get it up and running, it's probably worth about 200 bucks. So, all right, guys, I just want to give you a little heads up on what's kind of going on in my world. I got to do some cleaning up. I'm starting to get overwhelmed with junk, so I'm getting ready to have a yard sale. I'm already starting to make a pile over there next to the dump trailer to get rid of some stuff. Also, if anybody's local in my area, I'm going to get rid of this too. This is a pulling tower for straightening frames and whatnot. It's air over hydraulic. It's got a little, you plug air into it, and you got a foot pedal on it that pumps hydraulic fluid, and it has the capacity to pull very strongly and under control. It's power tower of power. And anybody in my area that's interested for that, I want to get rid of that for, let's say, 300 bucks. You got to put 2 anchors in your floor for it to pull against, but other than that, it's pretty much just self-contained, and you just plug your air hose into it. All right, guys. Well, hopefully my week continues to get some stuff done. I want to try to get caught up and get the house into some kind of condition, you know. So again, thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.